Welcome to Cook Africa, where flavors come to life. Cook Africa is brought to you by Gino Tomato Mix, and I'm your host, Ethel Poplampo. Today we are cooking something very delicious, maybe out of Ghana, but not out of Africa. So let's take a quick turn. When we come back, I'll introduce you to my guest and then the dish. Thank you very much for staying. Before the break, I told you that Cook Africa is brought to you by Gino Tomato Mix. And let me let you in on a little kitchen secret. You know that ingredient that can make your stews and soups taste great? Yep, Gino Tomato Mix. It's thick, it's red, it's rich, just the way you like it. Gino Tomato Mix is your go-to for that unique blend of tomato concentrate, fiber, and essential vitamins that makes every meal pop with flavor and color. And guess what? It's enriched with vitamin A, D3, fiber, zinc, treating your family to tasty and delicious meals. With Gino Tomato Mix, you can never go wrong. It gives your meals that deep red appeal and rich texture and mouth-watering goodness every single time. So go on, make your next meal unforgettable with the thick, red, rich Gino Tomato Mix, because Gino truly cares. Also, before the break, I told you that today's dish might be out of Ghana, but definitely not out of Africa. And the show is called Cook Africa. And so shortly, you are going to meet my guest. And my guest today is a talented entrepreneur and creative force to be reckoned with. A professional hairstylist, braid tutor, and founder of a stylish, ready-to-wear fashion brand. If you see her outfit, you understand why I'm calling it a stylish, ready-to-wear brand. My guest is passionate about empowering others and building opportunities, especially for young women. She's also a food lover, just like myself, and cooking enthusiast who finds inspiration in culture and community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, Muibat Nycole Akogun. Before, I was even saying how beautiful your outfit looks. This is from your brand, right?
Yes, please.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my guest, Muibat. Muibat, today what are we cooking?
Today we are cooking eba and egusi soup.
Right. One of my favorite foods.
Really?
Yeah. I cook eba a lot. So take us through the ingredients for today.
Okay. So over here we have our proteins. That's fish, momo.
Yeah, we call it
Wile, yeah. And then we have uziza and ugu leaves.
Right.
And then we have tomatoes, pepper, onions, palm oil, egusi, gari, and Gino curry.
Yeah.
Also, we have Gino Tomato Mix over here.
Right. For those who have not gotten the drift yet, in my introduction, I said today's meal, it may be out of Ghana, but definitely not out of Africa. And that's because eba and egusi is indigenous to a particular tribe in Nigeria. And what tribe is that?
The Igbo tribe.
Okay. So are you Igbo?
No, I'm Yoruba.
All right. So I think we can get right into it, right?
Yes, we can.
So what do we do first?
We're going to steam our meat first.
We steam our meat first?
Yes.
Right, but let's gear you up first.
Okay.
So this
Thank
goes.
you.
So the marinade we are making is garlic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what
Garlic and ginger.
Right.
And then some onions. I love to cook with a lot of onions, by the way.
Why is that?
I don't know, it just gives your food this different kind of flavor. It makes your food very tasty. You should try it.
I love onions, but then anytime I meet someone who says I love to cook with an onion, it's way out of my league.
Really?
They cook with like a lot of onions.
Then that's me.
So the marinade you said was ginger, garlic, and a lot of onions for the meat.
Yes, and I'm going to be adding some Gino curry.
Okay. So tell me, what's that one Nigerian dish that you say is your go-to?
This particular one.
Why Eba? Because from your name, you're clearly Yoruba, and Eba is Igbo, right?
Yeah.
So why Eba?
Okay, so my favorite Nigerian dish is amala.
Okay.
Amala with egusi stew.
Okay, I've not heard that combo. I've heard amala and okra, but amala and egusi, that's quite...
Maybe because egusi is just my favorite Nigerian soup, and I love amala too. That's my favorite swallow.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm not having amala with egusi, then I'm having it with gbegiri. Do you know gbegiri?
Yes. Gbegiri is made from...
I think the water is too much.
The water is too much.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Are you sure?
We'll use steam lemon.
Let me help you with that.
Okay, thank you.
So gbegiri is made from beans,
yes.
And then palm oil.
Yes.
Are those the two major ingredients?
Yeah, those are the two major ingredients. But you add a little pepper.
Okay, for taste.
For taste, and then yeah, that's it. That's basically it.
So your favorite food is eba with egusi.
My favorite.
Amala and egusi,
yes.
yeah.
But I chose to do eba because of time. It's
right.
very fast, and, you know.
Right. So we put the beef in there, and we pour the marinade in it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then we're going to be adding
1 seasoning cube.
And then our Gino curry.
Right.
I really like cooking with Gino curry as well.
Tell me about it.
It gives your food this very nice smell, like this aroma. Not smell, aroma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always tell people that Gino has the original aroma and taste for every ingredient that you buy from them. Being it a tomato mix, you get the rich, thick, red flavor for meat, curry, perfect. Everything from Gino actually is perfect.
Yes, I agree with you.
So now that we put the beef in there, what's next?
I added my Gino curry.
Right.
I added some seasoning. I'm going to add a little salt.
Bit of salt to taste.
Yeah. And now we're going to put it right on fire.
Right.
So when it's on fire for a few minutes, you can add bomo or wele.
So how long does it take for this food to be ready?
Less than 30 minutes.
Less than 30 minutes. Yes. So it's a fast one.
It's a quick fix.
Right. We see some ingredients on here. You've mentioned about this leaf.
Yeah, so this is the uziza, ugu and uziza
leaves.
You know how the Ghanaian go-to leaf is kontomire?
Yeah.
That's how in Nigeria the go-to leaf is ugu.
Okay.
Yeah, it has very great medicinal purposes. And when you're not feeling well, you can mix ugu leaves with malt or milk.
Tell me about it. Is it not bitter?
It is. It is. But no, it's not as bitter as bitter leaf.
Bitter leaf.
Yeah.
So clearly you are Nigerian. If you've not noticed yet, she is Nigerian. So when did you move to Ghana?
When I was 4.
Okay, so you are basically...
I'm actually half Ghanaian, half Nigerian, yes.
So which parent is Ghanaian?
Both parents are half Nigerian, half Ghanaian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I was about to ask you about your impression of Ghana so far. But since you've been here almost all your life.
All my life. I moved to Ghana with my family when I was 4. So I schooled here. I did all my schooling here. I think I want to wash it a bit. You want to wash it again? Yeah. So that we'll be sure there's no sand.
Yeah.
Yes, I did all my schooling in Ghana, from primary, secondary, university.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I go home from time to time.
Okay. So at what point, You did your schooling in Ghana?
Yes, please.
What did you study?
I studied...
in high school first?
In high school, I studied general arts.
Okay.
So I did history, geography, French, and economics.
Okay. And then in the university?
I studied psychology and Russian language.
So when... Russian language?
Yes.
That is interesting. So when did creativity come in?
I've always been a creative. I have always been a creative. The first talent of mine that my parents discovered was braiding.
Right.
So I used to play with my dolls a lot. And then my mom would buy me a doll. The first thing I'll do is to braid the doll's hair. Yeah. I'll say my mom is the first person who discovered my talent. And I have just sisters. We are all girls. Yeah. And I'm the first. So when she discovered that, I would always be the one to braid for my sisters. And I didn't like it at all, trust me. Because on Sundays when all the other kids are playing, I would have to sit my ass down and braid for my sisters. Yeah. So I didn't, trust me, I didn't like it at all.
But now it's a business.
Exactly. So growing up, I look back and I thank my mom for, you know, helping me build on that talent.
Yeah. Because
indirectly, that was a way I was able to keep practicing.
Yeah.
And then I got to perfection. And now, look at me teaching so many girls how to braid, how to develop their talents and stuff like that. So yeah.
So how many girls do you have now?
I have 3 girls.
Right.
Yes. I have 3 girls.
So after university, psychology and Russian language, you didn't use it for anything?
No, not at all.
How did your dad react to that?
He wasn't happy. I wouldn't lie to you. He wasn't happy. But guess who is so proud of me now and keeps giving me business tips every now and then?
He's a proud dad now.
Yeah.
And how will you describe the journey so far? A young girl, first we've touched on family support. It didn't readily come, at least from your dad's side.
Yeah.
But how will you say the reception has been so far?
So far, the reception is very, very good. I see cousins of mine coming to me. They are like, see, I've quit my job. I want to do what you are doing now. Please guide me through. And you know, it just fills my heart with so much joy. Because, I mean, not everyone is cut out for doing 9 to 5. Yeah. So if you are doing 9 to 5, you realize it's not working well for you, why not try something else? Yeah, I have so many people who come to learn how to braid because they are ready to, you know, stop their 9 to 5 and then start a business of their own. So yeah, the journey hasn't been easy at all. I won't lie to you, you know, trying to build clientele from scratch. You know, I started braiding I started braiding professionally in my final year in the university. Right. So, you know, and trust me, the initial plan wasn't just to jump into doing my own business. I wanted to work under an organization for some time. I did my service in the bank, by the way. So I wanted to, you know, work in the bank for some time, gain some experience and all of that. But when it didn't happen for me, I realized, okay, maybe it's not meant for me. Yeah. So I decided to, you know, start my own thing.
Let's check on the meat. Okay. We'll need to add water.
Yeah, we'll need to add some water.
Or should I add more?
No, add some more.
More water?
It's okay.
It's okay. And is the fire okay or I should increase it?
Let's increase it.
Okay. The Nycole curry powder, amazing.
It's exactly what I was talking about.
I'm already salivating and we are like only 15% in so far. So when it didn't work for you 9 to 5, at what point did you decide that, okay, it's time to do something on my own? And how was that decision-making process for you? Was it like a walk in the park?
It wasn't all. But it's something that I quickly put my mind to. Yeah. You know, I did not sit down brooding over spilt milk for so long. I remember when I was about to finish my service, I had this friend, Jesse. He asked me, Mui, are you building your CV? Are you already sending your CVs out? And I told him, yes, I'm doing that. And then he could tell that I wasn't really applying pressure like that. And I told him one thing. I was like, see, I worked so hard at my national service job that even my boss was so sure that I'll be retained. So if it doesn't happen, that is just a sign for me to do my own thing. You know. So, and then when I was doing my service, I was saving up. I already had a salon space. My mom passed her shop on to me. So I already had a salon space. So I was using all my service pay to, you know, buy salon equipment. And then mind you, at that point, I already had some customers from school. Because I mentioned that I started in my final year in school. So any money I was getting from the business, I was using to buy salon equipment and all of that. So yeah, when it didn't happen for me, I just went straight to focusing on my craft and building my brand.
We'll go back to focusing on your craft and building your brand, but if you just joined, you're watching Cook Africa. Today, just as the name depicts, we've shifted a little bit from the Ghanaian meals and we are cooking eba and egusi soup. If you're regular on the internet, you should have heard about eba and egusi soup so far. So my guest Muibat, who is a creative person all around. She's into hair. I'll call her a fashion entrepreneur. She's cooking eba and egusi soup for us. So far, if you just joined, you've not missed a lot. We are just steaming our meat in this marinade, which is from ginger, garlic, onions. And she added a little bit of Nycole curry powder, which both of us agree that is the best curry powder on the market. And after that, she added salt to it. So that's what's on the fire. She's also told us her decision to put aside her psychology and Russian degree to go into fashion entrepreneurship. So Muibat, you were telling us about how you saved up for your salon.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about building a clientele.
Okay.
How did that come about?
Very good question. One thing I realized in building my brand was that referrals are very, very important.
Right.
Okay. When you do whatever you are doing, make sure you just do it very, very well, and your work will speak for itself. So many times I would, you know, make braids for somebody, and then they are calling me the next minute saying, a friend just saw my hair.
Yeah.
The teller at the bank really liked my hair. I shared your contact with her, so she's going to contact you, you know. Those were the little ways that I was able to build a solid clientele with good customer service. Anytime a client walks in, I don't want it to be the first and the last time of me seeing that client. So I always make sure to do exactly what the person wants. And you can't just get up and do exactly what somebody wants if you are not knowledgeable in whatever you're doing. So from time to time, every year, one thing I do is to make sure I go for, I do short courses in my craft.
Right.
Yeah, so when I hear that there's, you know, I don't really go for braids tutorials, no.
Right.
Because it's naturally built, it's inbuilt.
Right.
There's a talent. So what I do is to, how do I put this? I go for other courses.
Right.
All in the beauty space.
Right.
So this year, what I want to do now is to go learn how to fix lashes.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, anytime you're in the, one thing about being in the beauty industry is upgrade. You always have to upgrade.
Because trends are always coming up.
A few years ago, this lash thing, it was never a trend.
Yeah.
Yes. But now, you see so many lash techs around because that's what the girls love now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm always making sure to upgrade myself. And I watch a lot of videos. Another way I built my clientele was through influencer marketing.
Okay.
Very, very important. So whatever you're doing, try and get 1 or 2 influencers to work with. It really, really helps a lot. So yeah.
So now that you are done chopping this, what's next?
So now we're going to prepare our egusi.
Right.
Then after that, we'll put our meat in when it's ready.
But when does this go in? I thought it will go in with the meat.
Yeah, I'm going to put inside the meat right now.
Okay. Okay. So
this is more tender than the beef.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to go in right when the beef goes in. Yeah. Okay. When the beef is almost ready, put this in with your fish. For the fish to absorb the stock, and then you take it out. So
when you say you're going to prepare the egusi, what will you need?
I'll need palm oil. I'll need to chop my tomatoes. I'll use tomato mix. Okay. I'll use the onions, and then I'll use pepper blend. Okay.
So the tomatoes, right?
Yes, please. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before that, let me chop this.
Right.
I want to make it sizable.
Yeah.
And then I'll put in the stock.
Okay. So this is our ugu and uziza leaves.
Yeah.
So now that you've built your clientele with the help of referrals and influencer marketing, what's next?
So anytime anybody asks me where I see my brand in the next 5 years, I always tell them I want to start a braids academy.
Right.
Yeah. So we are working on that. In September, we are going to be holding our first ever massive braids class.
Right.
Usually what I do, yes please, thank you. Usually what I do is the one-on-one classes.
Right.
But this one, I want to do like a braids, like a group class. Yeah, in September.
And how many young girls are you looking to? Can you accommodate for now because of space and all that?
We are looking at 30 girls.
Okay.
I don't want to be biased. The guys too they're
welcome. Gender equality. So the guys can always show up. Should I drop this?
Yes, please. The guys can also show up. You know, guys who braid
they are really
well.
good.
Yeah.
Actually, guys who are into industries that we think are female dominated actually do well because some of the best makeup artists are male. Even chefs, some of the best chefs I know are male. Even worldwide. Ramsey Gordon, he's great. My own friend at Alisa Hotel, Chef Freeman, amazing chef by all standards. So when men enter female dominated spaces, they really thrive.
Yeah, they do really good.
Is the training going to be for free?
No, it's not going to be for free.
Okay.
It's not going to be for free, but it's going to be discounted. Because this is the first time we are doing, as I said earlier, this is the first time we are doing like a massive one like this. So it's going to be discounted so that everyone who is interested in learning a skill in braiding would be able to afford it and participate.
Right.
So I'm going to put this into the stock.
Right. So the stock is made up of the same marinade you use for the beef, which is the onion, ginger, garlic.
So after a while, I'm going to put in the fish.
Okay.
If I put the fish now, it's going to
break.
Yeah.
So what would you say was your earliest memories of cooking?
My earliest memories of cooking? I can remember the very first dish I made and where I made it.
What dish was that?
It was rice. Okay. It was rice and then stew. And it was in my grandma's kitchen. Yeah, I did it in my grandma's kitchen.
And what do you remember?
I think I need a bowl.
Did you have everybody drooling over your food, or you had some?
Everybody was surprised because they were all.
Let me rinse this way.
They were all busily watching television in the hall. They came to the kitchen, and by the time they realized, food was ready.
Wow.
And I used my grandma's stove. You know those olden stoves?
Yeah.
That use kerosene.
Okay.
The green one.
Okay, the green squared
yes.
ones. Okay.
That was what I used.
But before then, how old were you then?
I think I was 9.
That was very young.
Yeah. I think I was 9.
I don't think I have an earliest memory of cooking. Because truth be told, I wasn't very the kitchen type when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I fell in love with food along the way. I'd rather read a book. I'll sit outside the kitchen so that, yeah, sure, my mom can call me. But to just wake up and say, today is a good day to go and cook. No, it wasn't the first thing on my mind.
Yeah.
But then as I came of age, I fell in love with cooking. And then I tend to watch a lot of cooking videos.
You know, as for me, being the first girl, I was always helping my mom in the kitchen.
Right.
So I learned how to cook. I remember my home econs teacher, Mrs. Gar. She would put us in groups, and then each group would have like a different dish to make.
Right.
So we'd bring the ingredients and stuff like that, and we'd cook as a group.
So from all that you say you do, and how you talk about cooking, being so interested in cooking, how do you balance that life? Because the beauty industry is
very time consuming.
Yes, and in recent times, we've seen beauty entrepreneurs shifting from 8 hours of working to 24 hours of working, getting a customer base that can accommodate that, and even getting the staff to do that.
Yeah.
So how do you manage and balance cooking and your work?
You know, I mentioned earlier that I have staff that I work with. So they're able to, you know, take some weight off my shoulder, and then I'm able to have a personal life. Right. And I'm able to do other stuff that I love, like traveling, like cooking. So it hasn't been much of a struggle like that. But I won't lie, I don't cook every day. Yeah, I don't find myself cooking every day. So
now let's talk about the beauty industry here in Ghana. How will you assess it?
I think the beauty industry is now there's more respect. Yeah, there's more respect. You know, in the past years, when you tell someone you're a hairstylist, you're a braider, they look at you like, ah. In fact, now it's still there. Yeah. It's still there. People don't understand how you know, go to school, acquire a degree, and then you decide to limit yourself to a salon.
But the fact that people see working at a salon as limiting, that's a problem, because if someone doesn't do it, you're not going to get your hair done.
I told you earlier that there are people who come to me to learn how to braid. These are people who are like working in banks, working, you know, at big organizations, and then they feel like, nah, it's time for me to start my own thing. I want to put all that aside and, you know, be a braider, be a hairstylist. So now I feel like there's more respect. And one thing that has caused that is the fact that more educated people are entering into that space. So they're able to, you know, do well with the branding, make it look more appealing. So now you don't look at us and then limit us to, hey, you are just a braider.
Okay.
You know?
So now that we've established what's going to happen, after the meet, you are just going to start making the goosey.
Yeah.
So let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll make the goosey.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Right, welcome back from that break. When we went on the break, Muibat did a few little things, which you explain shortly, but let me remind you that Cook Africa is brought to you by Gino Tomato Mix. And you know, one of those ingredients that can make your stews and soups taste great? Yep, it's Gino Tomato Mix. It's thick, it's red, it's rich, just the way you like it. Gino Tomato Mix is your go-to for that unique blend of tomato concentrate, fiber, and essential vitamins that makes every meal pop with flavor and color. And guess what? It's enriched with vitamin A, D3, fiber, and zinc, treating your family to tasty and delicious meals. So with Gino Tomato Mix, you can never go wrong. It gives your meals that deep red appeal, rich texture, and mouth-watering goodness every single time. So go on. Make your next meal unforgettable with a thick, red, rich Gino Tomato Mix, because Gino truly cares. Muibat, on the break, you did a little thing. A lot of things, actually. What and what did you do?
Okay, so I chopped my vegetables, getting ready for egusi soup.
Right.
And then I cleaned my fish, my dried fish, took out the bones, and then I mixed my egusi with achi. Yeah. It's a thickener. And then I mixed it with a little bit of onions for flavor. Right. So we are going to get right into it.
Right. So what do we do next?
We're going to put our palm oil on fire.
Right.
But before that, I'm going to put the fish into the stock.
Right. So
that it will absorb some of the stock.
Right.
For taste.
Right. So you are putting the fish into the willy stock.
Yes.
And the meat stock.
The meat stock, yeah.
Right. And then what next?
I'll stir it, leave it for about 2 to 5 minutes.
Right.
And then I'll come back and take everything out, because I'll need the stock to prepare the egusi. Okay. So now we're going to put our pot on fire.
Right.
When it gets hot, we'll add our palm oil.
Okay. I think the pot is... Or we should wait a little.
It's okay.
Okay. If it's okay, please let me know.
Sure. We'll pour everything in.
Pour everything. Now that we've started a conversation about 24 hours, what do you think will be some challenges you will face should you move directly into 24 hours?
You know, it's not something that we are used to in Ghana here. Right. So I think one of the major challenges would be tiredness, fatigue. Right. But yeah, that would mean that I would have to break my stuff into two. There'll be those who would be coming, you know, during the day. There'll be those who will be working at night. And even getting customers who would want to braid their hair deep into the night like that. It's not something that we are used to. Right. So I think getting clientele for that time frame too is going to be another challenge. Right. Yeah. Those are the two major challenges that I think would.
So right now that we have the oil on fire, what's next?
We are going to put our onions, our chopped onions. Right. I want the oil to get hot a bit. Okay. But not too hot, because we wouldn't want our onions to get brown. Okay. But for now, I think I can take out the fish and then the willy. Okay. Would you like to use? Yes, please.
So all the onions goes in?
Yeah, all the onions.
And how long do we have to leave the onions on fire?
About 2 minutes.
Okay.
When you see that it's getting brown, you then add your tomatoes. Okay. We could use a little Gino tomato mix over here.
That'll be perfect. You know how I feel about Gino products, and so that will be perfect too. You need only one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're not even going to use everything, just a little.
Okay, because of its thick nature. And there's an easy open, so you don't need a knife, you just have to rip it. There you go.
Thank you. I'm going to put just enough.
Okay, thank you.
Can you please help me take the fish out of the stock?
Sure, I'll do that. Being in the beauty industry, what will you say is a big challenge for you?
Keeping up with trends.
Right.
Yeah, keeping up with trends. You know, as a business owner, you have to be fluid. So whenever there are new trends, you just need to always make sure that you're not lagging behind. But you know, sometimes life gets into the way.
Yeah.
And it gets overwhelming. You know, sometimes you just feel like, see, me, I'm just here to make my money and move.
Yeah.
So what's with all these trends? But it's very important. It's very, very important to keep up with trends, especially when you're in the beauty industry. And you should always be open to, you know, the new trends.
Yeah.
Don't draw towards just the trends that you find comfortable or you like. Because I mean, you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for others, you're doing it for so many people. So, and you wouldn't know the one that would even be loved the most.
Right.
So you just have to, you know, I'm putting the tomatoes in now.
Okay, so now the tomato goes in after the Gino tomato paste.
Yeah.
And the onions. So after that, when do we start getting ready for the eba?
We can start immediately. Proteins are in the egusi. You know, eba doesn't take so much time.
Yeah.
So once our proteins get into the egusi, you can just start.
Right. So right now we are waiting for the tomatoes to the fish and the wele looks so good. And it smells even better.
Let's add our pepper mix now.
Okay. So now the pepper mix is going in. But
Yes,
if someone just joined, what makes up the pepper mix?
Just pepper.
Pepper.
And some.
Okay.
And then a little garlic from the stock. Like the garlic and the ginger that I blended for the stock, yeah.
If you weren't in the beauty industry,
what would I be doing? Because me, I like everything beauty and fashion. That's how come I even started my ready-to-wear business after. So honestly, maybe I would have rather been doing a 9 to 5.
Right.
Yeah.
But not necessarily psychology.
Not psychology. But don't get me wrong, it's not like I do not love psychology.
Right.
I always keep saying that I feel like universities should make sure that once you are doing any course at all,
right,
you should have at least one semester, like you should do a semester course in psychology, because it's very important. Definitely, you're going to be working with people. You need to understand them more, you know, why they behave the way they do, to make you more tolerant. So as for psychology, I think it's very important that we all have a little knowledge in psychology.
Right.
I just put in my stock.
And that's the wele and the fish stock.
Yeah.
And I'm out here eating the fish and the wele. It tastes so good.
Thank you.
So how would you describe your relationship with your workers?
My relationship with my workers.
Would you say you're a strict boss?
I'm not a strict boss, but I have my principles and they know it. And they know where to draw the line, you know. So I'm not that strict boss, but then I get my workers to do what they have to do. Yeah. So we're going to wait a bit, then we put in a egusi.
Okay. So when this goes in, when does the meat and the fish go in?
When the egusi has gone in.
Oh, okay. I just want to get one next.
Okay.
We go for a break. When we come back, the food will be ready. And then, so now we have oil, tomatoes, tomato paste, pepper. Onions on fire with the meat stock. What next?
We're going to put in our egusi, fry it for a bit, leave it to simmer. Then we come back with our proteins, put it inside. Lastly, we are going to put our ugu and uziza leaves, and then that's just about it.
So now that we have established what is going to happen next, let's go for another break. When we come back, the food will be ready. I will taste and let you know. But if I'm to judge from the aroma and my thirst from the fish, it's really going to be nice. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Thank you for staying. We are back from that break. Before the break, my guest Muibat was just about to start the egusi, but then quickly take us through what happened, even though you said it before. We quickly take us through, because when we left, the onion, tomatoes, and tomato blend was on fire.
Okay, so we added our egusi, waited for a bit for it to simmer, and then when we got our thickened egusi, we then added our wele fish, and then we added the ugu and uziza leaves.
Right.
We waited for a few minutes for the leaves to get soft, and then that's just been about it.
We are here.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to believe that everybody can make eba. But just in case, take us through.
I realize that most Ghanaians do not use hot water for their eba, but I use hot water for my eba. So I poured the hot water, added the gari, covered it up, waited for a few minutes for it to rise, and then I turned it and then dished it.
All right. Right. So now it's time for my favorite part.
The tasting.
Yeah. So let me help you bring this one off the fire.
Thank you.
I just wish you guys could perceive the aroma here, but this is our egusi soup. And so please do me the honors.
Okay.
Let me be washing my hands. I've been waiting for long. It looks so good.
Let's hope it tastes better.
It would. I hope so. But it looks really good. It looks really good.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Let's some more.
That's okay. I'm already salivating. Oh God, it looks so good. This is for you.
Okay.
I'll take just one ball. Because I'm on TV, I'll take one ball. I'll wait for you. Oh my God, it smells so good.
Thank you.
I like the fish aroma. It smells really good.
I'm going to wash my hands and I'll take the smallest ball.
But at home, So now that that is out of the way, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God, I love food so much. It's so hot. Reminds me of my Nigerian friend who used to make egusi for me.
Okay.
It tastes so good.
Is that your friend who taught you how to make egusi?
So I had two Nigerian besties. One was from Warri, one was from Ogun State. So the one from Ogun State actually taught me how to. But the one from Warri introduced me to her father. Interesting. Because our father is more Yoruba.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we've come to the end of the show, what will be your final words, especially advice for young people who are looking to go into entrepreneurship and even beauty entrepreneurship?
Be creative, be you, do not copy. Always make sure to stand out. When people see your work should be able to speak for itself. Do not be, you know, don't compare your day 1 to someone's day 10.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Don't compare your day 1
to someone's day 10.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Give yourself some time, and then you'll be good.
Right. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you very much for spending your afternoon and evening with us. We don't take it for granted. My name is Ethel Poplampo. The show is Cook Africa. And today we made something from Nigeria, eba and egusi soup. I'll see you next week.